What's up guys, my name is Nikki and welcome back to another Cook with Nikki. So today I wanted to share with you guys my recipe for banana bread. But fun fact about me, I do not like the texture of bananas. I don't know why, but for some reason I love the flavor. But what happens is I end up going to the grocery store and I'll pick up bananas because, you know, we all need our potassium, but for some reason they'll sit on the counter for days and days and days and days because I'll never pick up an actual banana and eat it. But yeah, they end up looking like this after a while, and then I start to feel guilty because I hate wasting food. So I always sort of come up with a way of what to do with them. I either make a smoothie or banana bread. So to get right into it, here's everything that you'll need. 2 large balls, 3 really ripe bananas, ground cinnamon, baking powder, baking soda, whole milk, granulated sugar, all-purpose flour, this mashed potato masher, something majiggy, a tiny little scooper. You don't need this, but I need it, so I'm just throwing that in there. Measurement spoons, butter, 2 large eggs, a bread loaf pan, and liquid butter. Now this you only need, you don't really need it, but this you only need to spray the loaf pan with. So I'm gonna go ahead and set that aside. And then you'll need to set your oven at 325 degrees. I already did that, so I'm waiting for it to heat up while I prep the ingredients. Now, first things first, we're gonna need to add our sugar, and that is a cup of sugar, and 8 tablespoons of soft butter. Yeah. Now, this is why I need this little spatula thingy, just so it's easy to spoon that out when I do my measurements. So that's 1, 2, 4, I know it's a lot of butter, 8. Okay, now what you're gonna need to do is cream the butter and the sugar together. So I use this masher, and my oven is ready. I use this masher to cream the butter and sugar together. Now the goal is to get the sugar and the butter fluffy. Okay, perfect. That looks fluffy to me. Now at this time, I want to go ahead and add my 2 large eggs, but one at a time. Second egg. Mix that in. All right, this is my sugar, butter, and egg mixture, and for now, I'm just gonna set this aside. Now, more mashing, but our main ingredients, we need to mash our very 3 ripe bananas. All right, so my bananas are ready to be mashed. I'm actually using the same spatula, but you can use a fork. I washed this off, so prefer to use this. I don't know, it's just easier and quicker. So I'm gonna go in and mash my bananas until they are completely mushed. It's so funny because I love the aroma and I love the flavor of bananas, but I could never eat a whole banana. It tastes slimy. to me, but I love like a strawberry banana smoothie. I love a strawberry banana yogurt. And actually growing up, I was so obsessed with banana soda. I don't know, it just might be a Jamaican thing, but if you've ever had a banana chubby, big up yourself. So this is looking good. Squishy. All right, my bananas are mashed. And at this point, I want to add a tablespoon of whole milk and 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. Then I'm going to work that in together. Now, this recipe actually calls for a teaspoon of salt, but I used butter with sodium in it, so I just canceled out using salt altogether. But if you want to add salt, you can, and that's 1 teaspoon, but I chose not to because I used sodium butter. So this is my banana, milk, and cinnamon mixture, and I'm going to set that aside. All right. So at this point, you want to grab 2 cups of all-purpose flour. You're going to add 1 teaspoon of baking soda and 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Going to stir that up. So here are my 3 separate mixtures. I have my dry mixture, my cream mixture, and my banana mixture. Now at this point, I am going to add my banana mixture to my cream mixture. All of it. All right, now you're gonna wanna mix both these mixtures together until they are completely combined. That looks pretty combined, and at this point I'm gonna go in with my dry mixture. That's my flour, baking soda, and baking powder. And gradually add this until it dissolves. You need to see no trace of flour, so mix that up until it is completely dissolved. A workout. Since my batter is ready, I'm gonna go ahead and add it to my loaf pan. Remember to squirt with butter. I'm actually gonna add a little bit more butter. Now, you don't need this butter, the spray one. I just thought it was easier. But if you don't have this, then you could just use regular butter to butter the sides and the base of the pan. Now, like I said before, your oven will need to be preheated to 325 degrees and ready for your batter so you could bake a lovely banana bread. All right, my batter looks ready. I'm gonna go ahead and set this in the oven for an hour to an hour and 10 minutes. And once it's ready, I'll show you guys when it's done. An hour and 10 minutes later, my very yummy banana bread. Now I'm gonna set this aside for 15 minutes to let it cool before cutting into it. Once it is completely cool, you can slice it up, have it with honey or ice cream for dessert, or you could dust it with powdered sugar and have a slice with your breakfast in the morning. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for my next video. Be sure to like, comment, and share this video. Remember to stay home and cook with me.